Hey everyone, this is an introduction to Exam 4. And just to clarify, we need a way of organizing our class into different time periods like Learning Unit 1, Learning Unit 2, that sort of thing. But to be consistent with what we've had in the past, I'm going to call this whole 3-week period Exam 4. That's how we've named it in Canvas, so let's stick with it. So I don't mean just the exam, but the exam, the homework, the lectures, the whole shebang is going to be we'll call the whole thing Exam 4. All right, so for the Exam 4 part of the class, we will be covering the biosphere, basically. Biogeography, geography of living things, biomes, which are vegetation regions of the world. They're really very closely linked to climate. And then we'll also be covering Chapter 12, which is soils as well. Okay. All right, so I posted here, just in one spot, the assignments that'll go with this learning unit. I posted a couple of extra ones related to our transition to online. There is an extra credit check-in discussion. Please do that as soon as it's convenient. I'm giving you extra credit to do it. And there's also going to be an ungraded practice quiz that will just give you let you test drive what quizzes look like in the Canvas environment. You'll want to do that because when you take the exam, you don't want it to be the first time you ever take a quiz. All right, I have the lectures are now posted. I have for part 1, I grouped together biogeography and biomes and a couple of other segments from Earth from Space, that same film we watched some in class. I had to break it into smaller segments to post in Canvas. And the second part is the Chapter 12 soils. And I included an additional video about soils as well. Okay, homework will be the same as usual. We've done homework on Canvas already. We'll just continue to do that. I pushed back the due date a week because of everything going on. And then we'll also have a map quiz coming up, and we'll have the exam coming up next week, and we'll have the exam a couple weeks from now. And I'll post more information. I still have to convert those into something that's in Canvas rather than on paper. So hang in there. Talk to you soon. And I'm going to end now.